Yes, have started recording. So today we are going to work with the LINQ and other thing is anonymous lambda expressions.
Mhm.
Today we work with the lambda expressions as well as LINQ.
Yeah.
హలో శ్రీధర్ గారు జస్ట్ వన్ సెకండ్.
చెప్పండి.
హలో వాసవ్ గారు, హలో.
యా శివ చెప్పండి.
మీకు రికార్డింగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఇచ్చాను, రికార్డ్ చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే, సో ఎక్కడ
బటన్
మీకు
రికార్డ్ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి, రికార్డ్ అయిపోతుంది. బాటమ్ లో వస్తుంది రికార్డింగ్ అని.
యా వస్తుంది.
స్టార్ట్ రికార్డింగ్ అంటే అయిపోతుంది.
ఓకే, సో సెషన్ ఇస్ బీయింగ్ రికార్డెడ్ అని ఉందండి.
అంటే నేను రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాను, మీరు కూడా రికార్డ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అక్కడ ఐఎమ్ రికార్డింగ్ అట్ మై ఎండ్.
ఓకే, యా నన్ను కూడా చేస్తున్నా అయితే నేను.
మీరు చేయండి, రికార్డింగ్ చేసుకుంటే ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు మీకు ఇక్కడ అక్కడిగా.
యా
ఏంటంటే రికార్డ్ చేయాలి, మళ్ళీ అప్లోడ్ చేయాలి వీడియో. సో దట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి డిఫికల్ట్, అంటే టైం కన్జ్యూమింగ్ ప్రాసెస్.
ఓకే షూర్.
సో యూ కెన్ రికార్డ్ ఎట్ యువర్ ఎండ్ ఇన్ దట్ కేస్.
ఓకే.
Okay, so let us start with the lambda expressions. So first of all, we look into lambda expressions, but before that, we have seen yesterday delegates. So what exactly delegate? In the case of delegate, what are the steps required? First of all, we need to declare a delegate with the proper parameters and return type. Then after that, we should create a delegate object with the appropriate method there. A delegate is nothing but a method referrer or method pointer, correct? We can point a method with the help of the delegate.
Delegates, yeah.
Okay, so first you need to create a delegate object, delegate declaration. Then after that, you should be declaring a delegate object. Then after that, you should be invoking the delegate. The delegate may be single class delegate or multi-class delegate.
Multi-class.
Okay, so like that normally you have the delegates. Okay, so when you talk about lambda expression, a lambda expression is an anonymous function used to create delegates in LINQ. In the LINQ we use, LINQ stands for language integrated query. LINQ stands for language integrated query. So, the lambda expressions we use with the delegates. So, lambda expression is basically a method without a delegate. We don't use any delegate. So, with that we are going to make. See, these are basically delegates only. To create delegates, we use the lambda expressions in the LINQ. Okay, so whenever you talk about the lambda expression, it is nothing but a method which does not have a declaration, no access modifier, no return value, so no declaration and name there. So we don't have any declaration there. There is no access modifier, there is no return value. Then similarly, there is no name in that. So without that, what we do? We create the method function. So such anonymous function is called as lambda expression. So a lambda expression is nothing but anonymous method or anonymous function, we can say. It can be method or function. Function we use in the C, C++. The word function we use in C and C++. When we talk about C# or Java, we call them as methods. Correct? Possibly you know the difference between a function and method. Where do we say function? In the C we say function. Same thing when we write in the C# or Java, we call it as method. Correct?
Yeah.
So here it is nothing but anonymous method or anonymous function. We create it with the delegates in LINQ. So it is nothing but a method without a declaration, without access modifier, without return value, and without a name. We make it. So this is basically a lambda expression. So we require lambda expressions for convenience. Okay, it's useful in places where we use method only once and method definition is short. Whenever you have a method, the definition is short and we use only once in the life cycle of the given module. So in the given module or the given task, only once if you use, why to declare a separate method? Why to declare a separate method in a class like static method or instance method you need to declare? So instead of that, what you can do, in line only just you can do it, in line within the code, you can declare it, we can use it. So it is nothing but a method definition short. So it does not, whenever you are executing only once, you can use it. It's going to save the effort of declaring and writing a separate method to the in the containing class. In the containing class, instead of declaring a separate method and defining it, we can just put inline this one. The code block can be kept inline. Such things are called as basically lambda declarations or lambda expressions we say. We can say them as lambda expressions. So lambda expressions are going to be basically, they are nothing but here inline methods we say, which do not have any name, which do not have any return type. So like that we create such delegates can be called as here lambda expressions. So we use a method in the place of to create delegates we can use this with the linq. In general we use with the linq. linq stands for here language integrated query. So for that purpose normally we use. So linq, with linq we use it, language integrated query, we are going to use the inline expressions, they can be called as here lambda expressions also. We can say them as lambda expressions. A lambda expression definition contains parameter goes to executable code. It's going to be something like this, parameter goes to executable code. Like that we are going to write it. Here we write like this, parameters followed by, we use a symbol, followed by here it is executable code. So the code may contain a parenthesis, it may contain a curly braces or it may not contain any curly braces. Sometimes we use curly braces, sometimes we don't use the curly braces. So like this normally we declare it. We are going to declare this way here. So that may contain a curly braces or it may not contain any curly brace there. So we can have here a lambda expression we can define in that way. Lambda expression can be defined in that manner. So the lambda expressions may be here, either it can be lambda statement, lambda expression, or it can be lambda statement. We can say it as a lambda expression or lambda statement. So whenever we put here curly braces, it's called as lambda statement. We can call it as statement block. But when we don't use any curly braces, it's called as just lambda expression. So whenever we use curly braces around that piece of code, it is called as a lambda statement that may have a return value. But whenever we don't have any return value, just you can put an expression there. Expression also you can keep there. So such things can be called as here lambda basically expressions. Without using curly braces, when you put code, that is called as lambda expression just. So here declare first of all. What we do, very first thing is here anonymous method using expression lambda. What we are writing here, first of all I declared a delegate on the top. So delegate int del int x int y. Okay, how this is written here? It is written in this manner. This is nothing but parameter list. How I am writing this? Del d1 equal to xy goes to x multiplied with y. Understood here this one? Del d1, what exactly it is doing? The xy goes to x multiplied with y. You are writing like this. Xy are nothing but list of parameters. Then you send parameters to right side of the goes to symbol. This is called as here goes to symbol. We say it as goes to, equal followed by greater than is called as goes to. So xy we are sending it to the expression x multiplied with y. So now the d1 is going to give you a value when you pass here 10, 20. it can give you here the value as 200. Like this we are going to use. This is called as here lambda expression. We can call this as here lambda expression. So with delegate we are using it. With delegate we are
I have a
using.
question. I have a question,
Yes.
Sridhar.
Yes.
So, is this symbol is called the lambda expression or the complete
Goes to we
sentence?
say it's called as goes to symbol. From here to here it's called as lambda expression or lambda statement. Sometimes we call that as lambda statement here. In this we can say as lambda statement or statement lambda.
Okay.
And this is called as here what expression lambda, and this one is called as here statement lambda because it's returning here. So this way we have written. This is exactly what first one goes to, you need to say x comma y goes to x multiplied with y. And in the second case, we are using anonymous method using statement lambda. Del d2 equal to xy goes to return x multiplied with y. In the first case also we are multiplying, in the second case also we are multiplying, but this time we are multiplying 5 with 20. So this is going to give you in this, how much you are going to get in this 100. So here you can invoke anonymous methods using the delegate keyword also. You can write here del d3 equal to delegate int x comma int y return x into y, you can write. There is no method name associated in this. Nowhere you find the method name. That's why we call it as anonymous method.
Okay.
Understood here? This is called as here anonymous methods.
So we are writing the same thing in anonymous method and also with lambda expression, right?
Yes, yes.
By using the delegate keyword we used for the anonymous method.
All the three are going to be anonymous methods only. All the three are nothing but anonymous methods. First one is lambda expression, second one is with the statement lambda, and third one is using delegate keyword.
Okay.
So in the case of delegate keyword, you don't have any lambda expression. See there, you don't have any lambda expression. Del d3 equal to, we are using delegate keyword int x comma int y, return x multiplied with y. We don't use any lambda expression or lambda statement in that. See, are you having anywhere the goes to kind of thing? You don't have that. This is called as here anonymous method using delegate keyword.
So I have a question here. So when we used in the anonymous method by using delegate keyword,
yes,
we have declared here the int x comma y, right? Int x comma int y.
Yes.
So the same data type declaration we did in delegate also, right? So
on the top, see, delegate int del int x int y.
Yeah. So if we use x comma y, will it work?
Where do you say? Types of data is required. How you specify simply x comma y? What type of data that is? You need to specify or not.
Okay. So that is the syntax, right?
Yes, syntax that is. But in the case of the anonymous methods, in the lambda expression lambda, or in the statement lambda, we don't require types there. Automatically type will be inferred in that.
Yeah.
So what is the advantage with this? It need not be always integers. It can be sometimes even the double data also. Here, when you write like this x comma y goes to return x multiplied with y, that can be even here. What type of data? It can be here. Normally we declared as integer. You can take integer only this. So automatically the type are getting inferred in this. Del d2 equal to x comma y goes to return x multiplied with y. So when you pass these things, automatically they are going to be inferred as here integer. It's going to return integer value. Okay, and apart from that, we have two more generic delegates. We have two generic delegates. These are very, very important. So the two generic delegates are, one is func, FUC, and other one is action. So we have actually the func delegate, and one more thing is going to be action delegate. Normally, to use delegates, what we have to do? First, we define custom delegates that matches the format of the method or methods. We need to declare a delegate like this. The delegate format must be matching with the format of the method. Correct?
Yeah.
Can this be called as a custom delegate? We are declaring a delegate here. So that has to be matching with the format of the other methods. Whatever methods you define with them, it must be matching. Correct?
Yes,
so the next thing is what here? We create an instance of the delegate and point it to a method. We create instance of delegate, then with the help of the delegate we are going to point the concerned method. Yesterday we have done like that. subtraction, addition, multiplication we have done, if you recall. We have done anything like that yesterday?
Yes, Sridhar.
Okay. So here what we do exactly, therefore, we define custom delegates that matches the format of the method. Second thing is what? We create an instance of a delegate and point it to a method. Then after that what we do? We can invoke the methods. Like here how we invoke. d1.invoke 5, 20. So using invoke keyword only, the delegate can be invoked. So here the 3 steps you need to follow to make a delegate normally. But instead of using these custom delegates, you can use the func and action delegates. So there are 2 generic delegates. We can simply eliminate the above process. What is the above process? Need to define custom delegates. Then we need to create the instance of the delegate. And third one is what? Invoking the method there. So these are going to be in fact time consuming. But with help of the generic delegates, which are part of they are available within the microlib, DLL itself. They are part of the system namespace. So you can use those func as well as action delegates. With the help of that, you can call any type of method normally. It can be any method, you can call that. So there are 2 generic delegates. We can simply eliminate the above process with the help of that. One is what? Action delegate. The generic action delegate is defined in the system namespace. So the action generic delegate points to a method that takes up to 16 parameters and returns void. Whenever your method is returning a void, you can point that with the help of the action delegate. And number of parameters, there can be up to 16 in this. Understood here? Possibly?
Yes, Sridhar.
So you can take action delegate. With the help of action delegate, you can point to a method. The method can be returning up to 16 parameters. Sorry. The method can take up to 16 parameters. The action delegate is going to return only a void. It does not return any value. It can return void. So it can take up to 16 parameters. That means methods which can take up to 16 parameters you can use. So that is called basically action delegate. Why to write so many times declaration? Just with the help of the action, you can perform that. Then one more delegate is what here? Generic delegate. It's going to be func delegate. So the generic func delegate is used when we want to point to a method that returns a value. Whenever your method is returning a value, in such cases, we can use the func delegate, FENC. Okay. You can use here a func delegate whenever the method is returning a value. So this delegate can point to a method that takes up to 16 parameters and returns a value. This one also can accept up to 16 parameters. So the above action delegate also can accept up to 16 parameters. Okay, but here the final parameter of func is always a return value. The final parameter is going to be always a return value. Like that, it is defined here. Func is defined like that.
Okay.
Now let us try to see how they are going to be working. We have seen here an expression lambda. Then other thing is what here? Statement lambda using delegate we have done. Now let us come down here and try to see what are the methods I have defined in this. One is what here? Public static void print text. What is the difference between a static method and instance method? Vasavi?
Static method, it maintains only one copy of memory. It doesn't keep on changing when we create our instances.
Yes. Other things
so
from that?
Instance for it changes per instant basis. It creates a memory.
Okay, that's okay. But what I asked, how to invoke a static method? When do we invoke? How do we invoke that?
Static method will invoke by using a class name.
Yes. So we don't use object name there.
Yeah.
Fine. So here is exactly public static void print text. This is going to return here text printed with the help of action. Like this we have printed it. Similarly, one more method we have here, print numbers. int start, int target. So it's going to printing all those values there. It's going to printing all those values there. Similarly, we have one more thing, print message. So these are what exactly different methods we have taken. So these are not returning any value, correct? Are they returning any values in this? They are not
No,
returning
it's
any
a,
values. So we can use
yeah.
the term action delegate. We can use with action delegate these things. Come to the code and see here. The three methods, print text, print numbers, one more thing is what? Print message there. Come to this and try to see here. When we come into this part and here, what exactly we do? Action, print text equal to new action, print text. Print text is what exactly? It's a method, correct?
Yeah.
So similarly, we have written action string print equal to new action string print. So action int print number equal to new action int print numbers. Like this we have taken, and these are called as actually generic delegates. So in the first case we are not passing any parameter at all. I mean we are not giving any particular type of data. In the second case we take the specific type in this of data. Okay, so string type we are specifying. In the third case, we are not specifying anything. Third case we specified int, print number, new action, int, like this we have defined here. So, these are not going to be returning any value for us. These are not going to be returning any value for us. So, action print text equal to new action, print text like that we created. So, here if you come to once again, print text, public static void print text. And second thing is what? Print numbers is requiring here two parameters. The print is requiring here one parameter. So because of that we declare in this way here. If you come to this, print text does not have any parameter. So therefore here we are not putting anything in the angular brackets. But when you take the print method, it requires their string parameter, we put string there. Similarly, we have print numbers, it requires two integer parameters we have taken in that way. So like this we are going to invoke now here the, we can invoke the action. Later on we are going to invoke the action there. Now similarly, we have here func delegate. In the case of func delegate, what we are writing? Int, add 1 equal to new func, int, addition we have written there. Similarly, func int string add 2 equal to new func int string display addition. Similarly, here func string complete name equal to new func string like this show complete name. These two names are taken, concatenated and put in the third element. So like this we have here. Then func int random equal to new func int show number. So in this way we are trying to call them. Now look at this and try to see how they are getting invoked. First thing is what here? Print text we are just invoking here. We are invoking the print text. So here we can invoke the print text like this. Then what we do here? Print as raw. We are printing the name there. Similarly, print number 5, 20. Then console.write line we have written. These are for the action. Now next thing is what here? Console.write line func delegate methods. Int addition equal to add1 2, 5. But whenever you take here, you have total 3 parameters. The third parameter is what exactly? The return value. Int addition equal to add1 2, 5. This is going to be returning integer value. Similarly, when you take the next one, string addition 2 equal to add 2 5, 8. That is also going to be adding numbers and giving you. Then here string name equal to complete name Sridhar Rao. This will be giving some name. Then followed by int random numbers equal to random. It's going to be returning a random value. So like this we have written here. No parameters here. It's going to just return integer value because we are passing only one parameter in this case. We are just passing only one parameter. So this is what is happening here. It can be returning an integer value. So here we have totally 6 different methods we are invoking in this. This is what exactly. First one is addition, second thing is addition to, third one is name, and fourth one is random numbers. It is showing like this for us. Let us try to execute this. So what it does for us, initially 200, 180 it's giving. Then this is what delegate methods. Text printed with help of action. Then name we are printing like A's row here. Then after that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this it's printing for us. It's printing like this here. The next thing is what here? Delegate. We have used delegate methods. Addition is 7. Addition of 5 and 8 is 13. This is your name is like this it's printing. Then random number 457 7624. Then 2 on 40 it's printing like this. So this way the methods are getting invoked here. So we are using here, one is func, other one is what? Action. Action does not return any value, whereas func is going to be returning a value for us. Understood this concept here? Vasavi?
Sridhar, so where are we? Here we have declared a method addition, right?
Yes.
Addition, print
Yes.
number. So,
Yes. Let us see.
so
Where
like,
addition we printed, here it is.
yeah.
Public static int addition, int A, int B, return A plus B.
Okay. Okay.
Similarly, public static string, display addition, int A, int B. But while making the delegate, you require 3 parameters there. Last parameter is always going to be return value.
Okay.
So in the delegate, when it's not going to be, when you are not passing any parameter, we are going to put only one int in that. Public static int show number. In such case, what we do, we just pass only one parameter. The parameter is going to be return value in that.
Okay.
So like this, we are going to create. So this is nothing but here using func as well as using other thing is what here action. We are invoking the methods with the help of the generic delegates. So these are going to be quite handy. Without writing any delegates, you can just invoke them when you have methods.
Yeah.
So they are going to reduce our effort very much. They are going to reduce our effort very much. So like this, you can be using here the delegates. So these are generic delegates as well as you can use normal delegates also. Okay. Now after that, what we do exactly? I am declaring here int array, some value is equal to 10, 25 to 41. Okay, I am going to declare like this an array of numbers. Can I declare like this an array? Is it valid to declare like this?
Yes, Sridhar.
So initializing values there. Int array, some value is equal to 10, 25 to 41. Like this, we are initializing array with how many different values there? Total with 6 different values we are initializing there. Now here, what I want to find is int number of expected values equal to some values dot count x goes to x greater than 10. Like this we are writing here. Some values is nothing but array here. But in the array, how can we use count? Do we have any method like count with arrays?
I think yes, Sridhar. I'm not sure.
It is not available. I go to the top of this one, then I just comment it. What happens, see in such cases.
Okay.
Come to this, now see, it shows error for you. If you come to this part, it's going to show definitely error for us. How it is showing error, why it is showing error, what these methods are called then. You have an idea of extension methods?
No, Sridhar.
For example, to the existing string, you want to extend a method. Is it possible to extend a method? A method you can write and it should be usable with the existing string type of data. Is it possible like that? Is it possible to do anything like that?
No, Sridhar. So,
It's possible. So they are called as actually extension methods. You can declare a method and you can extend to existing class. Let me show you how we can use. In the system.linq, you have the extension methods. With that, automatically they are coming up for us. In the linq, they are available. Because of that, you can invoke count with the arrays there. So if you remove now this comment, the error will disappear for you. So what is happening in this? Now errors, they disappear. If you look at this, you don't find any error now in this. Are you getting errors here? You don't get error now. Reason?
Yeah.
It is working. Now the extension methods, they are going to work. Here, whenever you use some values, when you put dot, you can find them. These are called as extension methods. This is what, it's a normal method available, but this is what here, extension methods. See here, so this is extension method, except is extension method, element, a default. So these can be called as here extension methods. Count, contains. So these can be called as extension methods. Okay, so what we do in this, we here try to find out, we are trying to find out in this, how many numbers are there which are greater than 10. How much it should give in this now? In the case 2 it should give.
Yeah.
So you can write here. Similarly, this one is what? X goes to x greater than 3. How many it should print for us in this now? It should give you only 1. First element, it should be picking from that. What value you can get in this? When you write like this, x goes to x greater than 10. IAT n equal to some values dot first, x goes to x greater than 30. How many values you get? First time, that is. You can have number of values, but first you are going to get from that. Here only you have 40, 40 will be returned there. Just try to run this, you can understand. First of all, write values greater than 20, count is, take like this, followed by 0 we pass as parameter, then we specify like this. And here what we do, first value greater than 30 is, we put 0 here, then after that put n like this. We are printing in this manner. So try to run this. What result we get? See in this. What it's saying, value greater than 20 count is 2, first value greater than 30 is 40, is saying here.
40.
So if you look at the values also, 10, 25 to 40, which are greater than 20 are going to be how many? Sorry, greater than 10 are going to be how many? 20 and 40 we get. Similarly, when we use like this here, x goes to x greater than 10, those values are going to be picked. First time, wherever the value is occurring, that we are going to print. And in this case, it's going to be counting. It's going to take x, where x value is greater than 10. All they are going to be counted. So like this, we pass here parameter. This parameter is actually evaluated with the expression. And this is what exactly? Expression lambda. Even this one is also going to be expression lambda only.
Expression.
Okay. So these are exactly called as what? You can call them as extension methods. These methods are called as here extension methods. Not only with them, even you can do like this. I declare a string array. I can declare a string array. Here write strs or like this, countries is equal to, I put this way. You put India, then similarly England, then put like this here, Germany, then it is going to be Russia, probably say this one as Italy, then other thing can be like, so this way we are trying to make England, Russia, this is here Mexico, this way we are trying to pick here few data. String countries equal to India, England, Germany, Russia, Italy and Mexico. We have like this. India is containing here 5 characters, England is containing 6, Germany is containing 6, Russia is containing here 6 characters, Italy is containing 5, Mexico is containing 5. Now I want to find all those strings whose length is equal to 5. Therefore here I put like this, string followed by CNTS equal to, now what I can do in this, countries dot, what are the extension methods we have in this? Just see. We select, we use, then what we do in this, we can pass a parameter there. We can pass in this a parameter, select it is, right here s goes to, right here s dot length, equal to 5, we write like this. This way we are trying to set it. What's the problem? Okay. It cannot convert like that so easily. String array we have taken, we put like this in this. Here it is. Okay. Otherwise, what we do, var C and S. Now, in such case, what is happening? It's going to be giving you the countries' names. Now, in this, try to write, for each loop we can use, for each var object in CLTS. Then what we do, we print here console.writeLine followed by object.toString we can put. So this way even you can make it working with the strings also. Try to print like this. So what result we get, see in this. Is it printing anything like that? Where we have written that?
It's not printing.
Okay. This one, length equal to 5 when we take. Okay. So whenever we put it in CNTS, try to print this. It's not printing anything in that. Okay.
Yeah.
So no values are selected there. S dot length equal to 5 we have taken. So with that it's not retrieving anything. Let's see. Here countries equal to var CNTS we have taken there. String countries we have taken in this. Otherwise we try to write, instead of selecting like this, instead of using for loop, for each loop, put like this here, this one. So we declare just string str equal to countries dot, it is here what first we use, where it's occurring first time, we use first s dot length equal to 5, we try to make it. Just write here console.writeLine. What we print in this, the country is followed by with 0, then we try to put this as here STR. India should be selected in that because it's the very first country we get. It's not printing, not getting selected at all in this. What's the problem? What problem we are getting in this? Let me keep a breakpoint and see. If we put breakpoint, insert a breakpoint and see in this. Now let us try to go with this. Press F10. Countries equal to we got total 6. This is fine. After that, what is happening? Go with F10. India is getting selected. Why the value is not getting printed then in this? India we have there. Console.write line, the country is 0. We print in that. Go with F10. Should be printed on the screen. India is getting selected, no problem with that. Then why it's not printing there? Yes, getting printed country is India is coming up in that. We are not seeing, but we are getting the result in that.
Yeah.
We could get the result in that. So we are going to get the country in that. Next thing is here, instead of using the string str, I use var str equal to, write like this, countries dot select all I can use, or select many. I can use here select many, where s goes to countries dot result also we have to give in that. I enumerable it's given for an extension method 3 overloads. So select many when we take it, string strs does not exist in the current context. S goes to s dot length. This goes to s dot length equal to 5. And like this, we cannot use it. Fine. In this, what we have done is we need to select the countries. In fact, all the countries' names we need to choose. Just try to choose how we take it. Okay. It is enumerate, otherwise it may not select like this. We write here I enumerable interface we can use, followed by string data we use here. Then this can be here query equal to, we write it from keyword we use, followed by, this is going to be s in, what exactly that is, countries, in countries where s dot length equal to, I can put 5 here, then followed by order by s. The next thing is here what, select, yes, we write this way, put a semicolon at the end. So this can be returning all the countries here which have the length 5 characters. So India and Italy it should be. So first India should come, then followed by Italy should be coming there. So just try to, now using for each loop we can iterate. For each it is here string str in query, we use like this, console dot write line, then write str in this. Try to print this. It's printing here India and Italy. It's printing only India and Italy. So this we can do with the help of the LINQ. Language integrated query, we are using with the help of that, we can get here. Like normal SQL query, we have written it. From, this is what S is going to be source here. From S, this is nothing but country, in countries. Where S dot length equal to 5, order by S, select S. So whenever the length is 5 here, what exactly we do? We select it. We are going to order them by S in fact. So here we have written query equal to from S in countries where S dot length equal to 5, order by 5, then select S. So we are selecting here S there. We try to put some other country that should be having 5 characters, but it should have here with I only data, or I or any other country, Egypt we take, which is having here only 5 characters. Therefore, it should print first of all Egypt, then India and Italy, it should print for us. It's printing Egypt, it's printing India, it's printing Italy there. Like this, you are going to get it. While ordering it, is it possible to with the DESC, descending we can use. In the descending order, we can select it. So therefore, it should give first of all here Italy, then India and Egypt. So like this, query has become very easy, the given data with the help of the LINQ. So using language integrated query, like this we can do without difficulty in the very simple manner. You can just query data in this manner, without difficulty we can make it. So this is the power of the LINQ basically. Language integrate query power is going to be this one. So here, just like the SQL statements, we are querying the program data. Program data you are querying just like that. So like normal thing only, we are querying it. You want to find out everything into uppercase. You can select only uppercase in this. Select S dot to upper. You can use here. So to upper if you use, everything gets converted into uppercase here. You can use to upper, you can convert into uppercase, everything. Whatever you have in this, you can convert into uppercase. So normally to write same code, you need to put lot of effort. Correct, possibly?
Yes, Sridhar.
So now with the help of the LINQ, without much difficulty, you can achieve the required thing. So what is happening with this the productivity of the developer is increasing very much. The programmer productivity is developing very much with the help of such things. So here you use IEnumerable interface. Basically what happens, whenever we write any code, there is going to be data and there are going to be objects. But objects are not data. We have two things in the programs. One is object, other one is data. So objects are different, data is different. So from objects we take data and we try to put into the database. Normally we save in the database. Okay, but you need to retrieve from database, you need to instantiate the object, and in the database you have one type of data, and then you take it to the program, it's going to be another type of data. Like these problems we face. Whenever you work with the .NET, it's going to be CLR data types, and then you save in the database, it's going to be SQL Server data type or Oracle data type. Correct?
Yes, Sridhar.
You have an impedance mismatch there. So there is going to be impedance mismatch. So all these you can overcome with the help of the LINQ kind of structures there. So it is called as here language integrated query. With the help of that we can achieve it. We can use here IEnumerable. With the help of that you can be querying over the given collection. Over the given collection you can be querying here. In fact you have both. One is what IEnumerable and other thing is going to be IEnumerator. You have two things in this. One is IEnumerable, other one is going to be IEnumerator. IEnumerable specifies that the underlying type implements getEnumerator. It enables for each on IEnumerable things. Without that, you cannot use the for each. Okay. So it has extensions from Linq also automatically getting applied. So on the IEnumerator interface implemented classes, you can apply automatically extension methods which are available within the system.linq. So we can use IEnumerable whenever you want to create read-only collection. Whenever you want to create read-only collection, you can use there IEnumerable. We are doing the same thing there. IEnumerable string we have taken, so we are just using it for the iteration only. For read-only collection we use. It has got only one method, that is nothing but getEnumerator. That allows us to iterate the read-only collection using for each loop. We have for each loop, with the help of that we can be iterating. Okay, it only iterates in the forward direction. It iterates in the forward direction. So you cannot come back with this. So we use the IEnumerable interface. With the help of that we can be traversing through the given collection. So this is basically LINQ we use, language integrated query. But today we discussed about the methods. One is what? Anonymous methods. The delegates we use with anonymous methods. Then expression lambda. One more thing is what we use it there. Statement lambda, expression lambda, and other thing is what here? Func, and one more thing is action delegates also we have used it. So further tomorrow we discuss with the LINQ, language integrated query in detail. So once you understand LINQ, we can start with the entity framework. So LINQ in number of places we use. Even in the entity framework we use the LINQ framework. So using LINQ we are going to be doing it. It's called as language integrated query. It is part of the system.linq namespace. In the system.linq namespace you find it. If you look into this, you can find it. So often we use the func delegate, action delegate, or lambda expressions with the LINQ. So with LINQ we are going to be using. Here also I think we are using with the LINQ. Are we using anywhere? Of course we are not using anywhere here. So, but we can use with the, here we are using C. Some values dot count x goes to x greater than 10. So this is nothing but LINQ method only. Count is nothing but LINQ method. Since the integer is implementing here IEnumerable interface, so it can apply on that. It's going to be applying on this particular thing. And this is what exactly, it's a func delegate. It's going to be here, func delegate. One is what here, it's going to be returning Okay.
value.
It's going to be returning in this case the count, how many elements are in that available, it's going to show you. So like this, it's going to be working. So this is exactly LINQ methods only. So whatever method is implementing enumerable interface, on that we can use the Linq extension methods. You can apply over them the Linq extension methods. Simply, if you create your own collection of class that may not be, working with the extension methods. But if you create a collection, if it's implementing enumerable interface, in such cases, you can use the extension methods of LINQ. So using language integrated query methods, you can actually work with the collections you make yourself. You may create your own collection class. On the collection class, we can use. So, but you need to understand about the list also. List interface. Have you recalled them? Sorry, not interface. List class, generic. Similarly, we have there array list. One more thing is hash table, dictionary. Have you revived them, possibly?
I have revised array list, Sridhar.
Okay, array list. So four things: array list and list. Array list is what not type safe, but list is type safe. Similarly, if you want to make type safe, you can make with list. List is extending just array list. Okay. Similarly, we have a hash table. Hash table is going to be generic. Any type of key you can have, any type of value you can have in that. But if you make them type safe, in that case, only one particular type of data you can use as key, one particular type of data as their value. So for that purpose, we use the dictionary there. In the case of array list, we can use the dictionary. So dictionary is nothing but extension of the not array list hash table. It's extending the hash table in that because key value pairs you have. In the dictionary also you have key value pairs. So you need to revive these four different things. Okay.
Okay.
Then similarly, on this also 2-3 times you see the video. Try to make some samples on this.
Yes, Sridhar.
Similar to that, if you make, then that is fine. Okay, awesome. Tomorrow we meet there.
Okay, Sridhar. Thank you.